Here we go. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Amber here with my good friend Tracy. The trailer is here. It's right here in front of me, and we're gonna watch it first time, live reaction, and then we're going to talk about it. So shall we? Okay.
I'm excited.
Everyone has a choice. And every choice has a consequence.
I'm bigger than my body.
We didn't
Soundtrack.
defeat the Dark One.
Yeah.
We set him free.
I'm meaner than my demons.
No one should have that much power.
I'm bigger than these
Together we face the impossible. But now in our separate corners of the world.
I'm bigger than my body.
Protecting Rand, guiding him, that is the only thing that matters.
Ooh.
You can't control him.
You know you have something inside you. Something that calls for blood.
I want to know how to control it.
The last battle's coming.
The whole world will be ours.
Ooh.
I can't help this
Why would you stay here? You have no conception of the power they wield.
You can't do this by yourself.
There are many paths to walk through the night.
Leandrin, you
It's
creep.
not always the most powerful who write
They're
history.
gonna show Celine. Come on.
It's the ones who survive.
I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
You're not a spoke, boy. You are the water that turns the wheel itself.
I love Swan.
Oh, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Wow. Hold on.
A round of
Oh
applause.
my
Ah,
Oh, that moment with Moraine and Swan when they kissed.
I know. It's I was really hoping that they're
Wow.
gonna have they're going to be able to be reunited. So
Yeah, I was not like expecting to get a Moraine Swan reconnection season 2. I thought they would like kind of drag that out and like make us wait until like season 3 even. I mean, she was exiled from the tower. So like the possibility that she's going to be like coming back like Okay.
So obviously Kyrian, right? Oh,
Mhm.
hey, look, there's a dog.
Hey dog.
Again, I mean, I know that we've said this multiple times, but the costuming just in general is such a step up this season.
Really good. It's so detailed and
It really is.
texture-wise. It's so just polished. It looks so good. All the little tiny details too. This all feels so Moraine. Like those
Yeah.
little delicate earrings, the Kisara and her hair, like
I like the weave of her shirt. Like, I'm sure
shirt.
they're just bringing in more like literal, like using the word weave. I mean, it sounds kind of silly, but it
But
feels like they're bringing in lots of textures and stuff like that
yeah,
to really kind of like show it. This shot of
White
Valon
Tower.
is great.
Yeah. I appreciate the design of the White Tower more this year than I did when I first saw it. Simply because like my headcanon has always been like spire-like and not quite so Eastern influenced. But considering like where they've pulled influences from for sets throughout like all of season 1 and hopefully season 2 that have that Eastern influence, I really appreciate it.
Right here, as you can see, right in this little area up here on the top left-hand side, you
Yeah.
can see the little like smelting pot from last season where they like put the rings
Oh.
in. And that's kind of cool.
Oh, wow. That is a serious level of detail. Good catch.
So more water, like the
Mhm.
literal, like the embodiment of channeling for women is like flow, like just flow with
Yeah.
it, water. And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
brought it in again.
Mhm.
Call back to last season where Moraine could heat the water up with, magic, with channeling. She can't do that anymore. Looking pretty sad. So he's got a sun on the back of his jacket. I wonder if this is, some threads that he picked up in Kyrian, like with the sun on it. Did Moraine like give him this jacket?
He went shopping.
Little shopping spree.
Yeah, it's a scene at some point. It's Rand walking through, getting shopping bags and everything, picking out new outfit.
The outfits look great.
It's texture along this top, like embroidered work along the shoulders, right? And down the lapels too. It's not like just
I can't say if it's embroidered, probably, maybe.
But
But
it
the
is
way
like
that it's kind of like worn around the shoulders, like it just
Mhm.
lived in. And I know last
Yeah.
season there was a lot of complaining that everything just looked too clean, which I mean, whatever. But this does look very lived in. Like he's traveled, he's worn this, or someone has. I don't want to say that he has specifically himself. I don't know if this is like a hand-me-down or something.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Someone was like, "Here, you need this." And I mean, we have that happen throughout the series where like people are like, "Here, have clothes. You need it." So
Moraine with a
that's a
knife.
Madral and Moraine. Okay.
That Murdral is toast.
You think so?
I mean, you can't kill off Rosamund Pike in season 2.
That's true. That's true. And it's not like he's there with an invitation for tea or anything, you know.
Hello.
Hello. That's his making friends face. Okay, so I'm assuming she's still not able to channel here. So
Hence the knife.
so all Moraine has to go up against the Madral is a knife.
Belt knife.
Okay. Okay.
I like this interpretation of traveling,
Ah, yeah.
I guess. I mean, as long as like he's actually here in the flesh and this isn't like a dream shard or
Mhm.
something of that nature.
Right? We've seen Ashramael's use of dreams in season 1. Yeah.
I mean, it looks really good. The CGI looks tight.
It really does. I love watching it go forward and backwards. And forward and backwards.
More
This,
weave.
this, just that. Ooh, that looks so good.
This looks like a basement of the White Tower.
Storage closet. No.
We'll have to go back and look because I want to see the background.
Like what's behind her?
Yeah,
Or like what she's facing.
Well, if there's another scene with these same statues and whatnot behind her, so maybe we can get a clearer answer of where she's at.
Okay, yeah. Just this like waist up shot of her is so much better than last year. Everything about this is so much better.
So this has to be the dark friend. So
The
this little
Shadow
Pal
social
party.
Yeah.
There's a child.
Oh, well, that's not scary for that child at all. Good luck, kid.
We probably have a tinker down here. Just I'm assuming because of the brightly colored outfit.
Yeah, it's hard. The light on
White.
it is kind of dark. Ooh, the white
gloves. So maybe this is our Jachim Carradine, however you want to say it. Very covered.
Gloves could potentially belong to anybody, but Are we gonna bet it's a white cloak? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is fun because
I
then
mean,
it
have
means
the
that
like
there are dark friends
little like
everywhere.
gauntlet-y like type
Yeah.
cuffs.
Mm-hmm. I like that it's still like it's not who they are, but like where they fall in the society that we have been exposed to already.
Take my hand.
Come with me. Shawn Miles, a new weird Willy Wonka. That's funny.
And I'll take you to go see a flying drug car.
My dream come true. How did you know?
I will have to say I appreciate how this looks,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a much more intimate, smaller affair than what we get in the
Yeah.
books. Like the books is like full on masquerade party, and this is like Knights of the Round Table.
How many? Do we know how many chairs are present?
12.
So 12. Okay, interesting. All right. Nynaeve.
I think this is where she says no one should have that much power. She's talking to Alana. So is she telling Alana you have too much power, or is she talking about herself?
Yeah. Good question. Or maybe all of the above. Maybe for Nynaeve, it isn't just like the sense of power that she possesses for herself, but the level of power that she's seen the Aes Sedai display. And I mean, this could be like channeling and like maneuverings of the people around them as well. Nynaeve doesn't seem to be a fan of either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. I like this.
Mm-hmm. No hands.
Yep.
I want to pay attention to like how people channel. Because I mean, there's that scene, I mean, you know, the one with the white cloaks and he's chopped off her hands and like implicating that using your hands to weave, if you can't, it's going to somehow stop you. But no hands here.
He looks very like ecstasy.
Yeah, I
like
was
the
just thinking
power.
that ecstatic. He has an
Yeah.
ecstatic look on his face. Yeah.
Yeah, the question is, I mean, this doesn't look like a battle weave. Like this doesn't look like he's trying to protect himself. I mean, I know he's very like blasé, like I'm a Forsaken, you're nothing, you're a bug, I can squash you, but this doesn't look like protection or fighting. So what type of weaves are happening here? What is this moment? What's going on?
Good question.
Okay. Well, this is the same backgrounds and whatnot, like a dark forest.
Like the darkness that's around on both sides. It looks kind of rocky.
Right. This is the
But
same scene.
There are like leaves and stuff like along the floor of the wherever they are.
Right. I would say this is the same scene. So maybe he's releasing her, welcoming her out of sleep.
The goop.
The goop.
We can go for sleep too.
Right. But why is there blood? Like, I don't.
Like, unless it's like.
Part
of me thinks like amniotic fluid.
That's what I was going to say. Like rebirth.
Kind.
Like, is there some like rebirth symbolism happening here? Even though we know Lanfear wasn't at this stage in her story reborn, she just wakes up out of her, multi-thousand-year sleep. After the seal on the prison. So I don't know.
It would be a really fun, dramatic way to show that.
Well, these are our Shinarans getting blasted. There goes Uno.
Woo! What a good pause screen. That's so good. There they go.
This is one of the sets from the behind the scene or the teaser from last year where like these houses, these little shanty seaside things. I think that's Loyal. Uno, maybe?
Well, I mean, if they're in a village, the guys with the shields must all be Shinarans, right? I doubt that villagers run around with like weapons and shields and whatnot.
Yeah, so the question is, like, are they, like, on the coast and, like, the ships just rolled up? Like,
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think that was something that we had talked about when the still came out. It felt kind of coastal, or at least like close
yeah,
to water.
yeah. But I mean, we saw in that teaser way back when, like, people getting dragged away,
Mm-hmm.
people kind of, like, fighting back. I would
Mm-hmm.
assume this is the same moment.
I do like the way that the Domine look. It's creepy.
Yeah, and I think you were right. Earlier you had said the weaves around the bracelet, and the more that I look at it, I think you're right. Like, I think, like, these weaves are kind of, like, spiraled around these cuffs.
Mm. So then that would make like the people like standing behind them. These would be the Soldam, right?
Agreed, agreed. The
Mm-hmm.
arches. Yeah, okay. So look at these two fires right here.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to this moment, same room.
Yes, it is.
What is Egwene doing here
Yeah, by herself.
by herself?
Because if this is like where the arches are located, she as a novice has no reason to be there. And there's
Mm-mm.
no way any Aes Sedai would be like, yeah, of course, go play around in Channel by the arches. That's just not going to happen. So
I think we've got a mystery. I
why
think
is
we've got a
Egwene
mystery on our
here?
hands.
What is she doing?
Yes.
And channeling. There's so much. Okay, so I think I get why you would want to like make these kind of like thick like this, but in my head they've always been kind of like a thin,
Like a
like,
sliver.
yeah, like almost you could miss seeing it
Like
if
St.
you weren't
Louis,
looking for
the
it.
arch.
It has a gift shop and an elevator.
Everything.
It's got it all. But I like this style. It just, again, like so often, like that headcanon, it takes a second for it to like be like, yeah, I
Yeah,
like it. I like how it looks. It goes with everything else that's in the tower, really. Like,
it feels much more organic.
yes, that's true.
But
And
again, like,
carved.
we've got this from the ceiling, like, light coming in from the ceiling. They sure do
Yeah.
love their, like, subterranean locations with, like, holes in the ceiling.
Yes. Yes. So, guys, the overall concept is caves with
Yes.
holes. Got
Yes.
it? Everywhere you can inside the White Tower.
We have Shiriam, Liana,
Okay.
or Liane. I don't know how
I
you want to
always
say her
said
name.
Leanne in my head when I read it, but I
Leanne.
don't think that that's right.
In the show, I think it's different. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then Leandrin. Interesting.
So if these
3.
are the arches, then she is doing her test to become accepted, which that's already a difference from in the books, because in the book series she never spent time as a novice, but she's a novice white. Like, there aren't any hems or anything, so I'm going to assume that she actually spends time as a novice for the TV series instead of just like getting to the tower and boom, she's been raised to become accepted.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much time will pass, how much internal White Tower stuff we're gonna get until they're like, hey, you go through the arches.
That's true. That's true.
Because I
It would
think when this, like, one of these scenes was posted as an image, they left like the details in the data and said like episode 3.
Oh, wow.
So this is probably that episode.
Okay.
We have horses, can check that off my bingo card, I guess. Perrin. Oh, Celine.
Okay, so this is Celine, right? Like, this is confirmed. That's who this
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know how to feel about this. That's the thing. Like,
Clearly they're in a relationship. I mean, you
Of
don't
some
you
kind.
don't snuggle with a stranger
Right. So they've been
together.
yeah, but I mean,
How long?
and as lovers, as almost lovers, this doesn't does this feel like friendship or more than friendship kind of?
Oh, this is more than friendship for
Okay,
sure.
okay. I agree. I just wanted to ask. I mean, Celine in the book is like 16. That's different. That's different. I mean, I don't hate it. We've talked about how we'd rather have Celine as like someone who's not 16.
Right.
I mean, they
don't
got the
know.
dark hair and the pale skin, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like all that I can say about this is that this is showing that they are in some type of relationship. It looks romantic. We don't know how long
Mhm.
they have known each other. Like, I'm
Right.
curious if we're actually going to get a backstory, like them. I want to know how they meet. I want to
Mhm.
know where they link up at.
Yeah.
This is an interesting location.
I like it. He is a bellhop at a fancy hotel.
Yeah. The Kyrian
Like,
and
yeah, it's the Ritz at the Kyrie
yeah.
and yeah. I'm just trying to think of like places that have like long hallways with like obviously individual rooms off to the side.
Moraine. So in one of the teaser scenes, we saw someone getting flipped off of their horse. I'm
Ooh,
gonna assume it's Moraine.
yeah. This change in the top, I love it.
I don't have
And
too
where
much
she
to
is.
go on here between. Is she talking to Lan? No, I don't. Well, maybe
I think she
the lamps
is.
are different.
Are they?
This one's like on a post with like, I think it's misleading. Like the lighting is totally different. Like we've got really cool
Mhm.
light and then really warm light.
Mhm.
But no, but that looks like a sword. So
Yeah, I
probably,
mean it just could be like where she's standing in the room.
yeah,
Like maybe
yeah.
he's like a window is facing down towards him and she stands in the shadow of it.
But I want to know where this is at because in the like whatever behind the scenes thing from last year, this looks like it was a carriage.
Mhm.
So if she's talking to Moraine, she's saying you can't control him or we
Is that what
can't
she's
control
saying?
him.
Only thing that matters, you can't control him.
Yeah, you can't control him. If we're going by the books, this conversation is a Swan and Moraine conversation, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But I think in the book it's backwards. Moraine saying like you can't control him.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming that Swan Sanche and Moraine are going to meet up, and that makes me very happy.
Mhm.
Rand channeling. But these windows are the same from like images that we've seen previously.
Mhm.
Kyrian? Are we thinking Kyrian?
I was just thinking like I think this
Or
is still Kyrian. A
oh,
little a little wolf brother
yeah.
moment. So fun. I love this. I don't love this. The
I
Rand
hope
is
this is Hopper. I hope it's Hopper. Very
fan
good boy.
favorite.
Very good boy.
You're a good boy, Hopper. Yellow eyes.
This,
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. He needs like to raise his blood sugar or something. He's hangry.
Someone get him a snack.
You don't do that to Moraine Domadrid because if she could
Uh-uh.
channel, she'd whoop him. This
And it
is
looks like he is channeling. Like it looks like we've
right.
got like weaves coming up over his shoulder.
Didn't want to see this. Don't like it. Hate
Uh-uh.
seeing it.
She looks seriously beat up.
Yep.
That is upsetting. And I mean, now that we've seen like the Domine several different times, that's how she's dressed. For us, like as book readers, we know that that is like super bad news for Queen.
Right.
This.
This still looks like the same scenery as, yep, the open ceiling. So this is the
Mhm.
arches.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is her coming out, unless she, slaughtered Shiriam and Liana and
Yeah, she was
Leandrin.
like, no, guys, I'm just done with you. I'm done with you.
Not feeling it.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's like if she's gone through the arches, is it her blood or is it someone else's?
Right. Down here at the bottom, it looks like to be like a lot of pooling of blood. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the way
Yeah.
she's looking at her hand, she's like, what did I do?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to see.
I was gonna say, so what did you do?
What's going on with this young sir?
Right. Definitely
I'm so over the
not wanting
dagger.
that. Right.
Like, so maybe the effects of the dagger are still doing something to him. I don't know.
Well, okay, so it got taken away by Moraine, season 1, and Matt has been question mark since the end.
Yes.
So where is he that he's being presented with this dagger that he was separated from? And the look on his face, like he looks repulsed by the fact that it's sitting there in front of him. Like he does not look like he wants to pick that up again, but it feels as though that is the intention of it laying there.
He's still wearing his old clothes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. It just doesn't even look like they've been washed or anything. This poor guy.
So I think this confirms that Matt is in Tarvalon because that's where the dagger would be. So unless he's like stolen it back and has gone on a little adventure, I would assume that they are still in Tarvalon. Looks cozy though. Like
Yeah.
could be an inn, could be something.
Yeah,
I mean,
I keep wondering if there's like a clue in like the chest or surface that the dagger is sitting on, but I can't pull anything from that design.
moving on.
Moving on.
Rand and
Celine
Celine.
behind Rand channeling at what? What are they channeling? Oh.
Who cares? Logan.
I mean, yes.
I mean, unless there's a wild Grom
Right.
somewhere in front of him.
Bounding, ready to attack.
Right.
As should happen.
Yeah. If there's a Grom, I'm very happy. But if there's not a Grom, I don't know what this could be.
Yeah.
Foreplay. This is curious.
So, yeah.
This is curious.
Okay, so last we knew Logain was in Tarvalon.
Like it kind of does have a Tarvalon vibe, but it's because of my book brain. Like I know Logain is in Tarvalon. I do not think Rand is there. So I don't think this is Tarvalon.
Yeah.
Why would Rand be there?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. So would that mean that like Logain is in a different location then?
Possibly. Like, but did they just let him loose and they like meet up on the road?
On the road away from Tarvalon?
Right? It seems odd that these two would link up.
Yeah, but
somewhere.
How fun. Like I'm thinking of
Also,
like, yeah, go ahead.
Does this mean no Asmodean?
Like assuming that Rand is seeking out Logain as a teacher.
Right.
Would we not get an Asmodean slipped in as a teacher later on?
I mean, he's already channeling. Like, Here we go. So this looks like Duroth. Lots of kneeling. I like this, like, like carrying.
Right. This feels so over the top.
Yeah. It reminds me of like olden-timey Cleopatra movie.
Yes. I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
We've got like some turned over fruit, people laying around.
Well, that's what I was like looking in close. Yeah, that right there, the one that you have your pointer on. Like this person is like sprawled out face down. Huh.
And we've seen this image from the other day. This is one of they look cool. I mean,
they do.
There's 3 options. Ishamael is, like, undercover and High Lady Suroth doesn't know who he is,
Mm-hmm.
or he's not actually really there, which I think he is, and the other option is that she absolutely knows who he is and she's under his orders. So, like, there's either, like,
Mm.
I'm working with the Forsaken, or he's taking, like, Padon Fane's role and, like, I'm an advisor. So, like, it's one way or the other for me.
Mm-hmm.
Heyo. Okay, Turok looks awesome. He
love
looks
this.
awesome, and this is the Horn of Valere.
I can't get over the texture and spikiness of his outfit.
It looks cool. It looks real cool.
Yeah, like this is a
Even
dude
the
you don't want to mess with.
Right, even the guards in the background, the armor, everything looks great. He's got feathers, it looks like, and then and then underneath the feathers, there's like this textured reptilian, like a leopard print,
Ooh,
or if he
yeah.
got himself a Grom skin shirt,
Yeah, yeah. Only the best for the best.
only the best for the best. The horn looks very serpentine,
Mm.
like the logo.
Yeah. What an interesting like theme to pull in for the Horn of Valere.
The whole world will be ours.
Okay, yeah. This goes along with the book. Like, whoever has the Horn of Valere,
Mm-hmm.
you have an undead
Yeah.
army at your command. So,
Whenever you want it, and you don't have to feed
right.
them, clothe them, house them.
Man, I hate to say it, but I'm like team Turok here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think this character is really compelling. This actor has like a lot of
Yeah.
moxie. I like him.
I like the word moxie.
So this is the scene where we've got the images from yesterday.
Okay. Back up. Just
And you can see the Waygate here. I'm assuming this is the capture of Egwene. You can see Elaine
there we go.
scurrying
There we
away.
go.
Yeah.
Oh.
hmm
And Egwene decides to like stand and fight.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Oh, I agree.
But she's not using her hands, which I think is kind of cool. Like,
No,
there's
I agree.
no
Waving, no
right,
nothing. Yeah,
right,
it's just
exactly.
all emanating from her. That's
Right,
pretty cool. That's pretty
right.
cool.
So, like, so far we've only seen a Forsaken do that.
That's true. That's true. Because even here, like the Dominae that's channeling is using her hands.
Mm-hmm. What is this?
I know. What is this? What are these like? Are these Trollocs?
I have to like move my. Is it a?
I mean,
I'd
I don't
assume so.
know anything else that has like. I mean, Loyal, but Loyal doesn't have hooves. Those definitely look like hooves, right?
Yeah, these are probably Trollocs, but where?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Is it just me, or does that look like the wine spring
I mean, it definitely has a
style?
big time Two Rivers vibe to it. Yeah.
Right,
Well, and even the way that she's dressed feels like she's in the Two Rivers, not at the White Tower.
right. I think it's safe to say that she's not actually at the Two Rivers.
Probably part of the testing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Trolloc.
during the testing in the books,
It's
Agenor.
Two Rivers, Wisdom, New Scary Wisdom, and then the third is Land.
Land.
So
None
maybe
of them
this
have
is
Trollocs, do they?
no. But they could be making something totally different.
Well, that's actually what I'm thinking. That's actually what I'm hoping for, because I don't think that they can do the testing the way that it's done in the books, just because of the way that things got changed around. Who is all of this stuff?
White Cloaks riding.
Through mist? Is that mist they're riding through?
Perhaps, or just like sand and dust.
I'm gonna hope it's mist.
Leandrin at the smelting pot.
Someone died. That's what that means, right? Like you
Oh
only go there to
yeah,
melt the
because
rings.
that's where, yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
did someone die?
Who
Who
died?
died?
Who died? Who's
Who
dead?
died? And who would Leandrin be mourning for?
I mean, it has to be an Aes Sedai, otherwise she wouldn't be at the pot.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm curious.
To seek the light.
Oh, what is this cuteness? What is that? What is this? Does Perrin have a kid?
Maybe this is a parent dream. Maybe this is like a dream shard of what could be if his wife didn't die.
Right, right. Him and Layla have like the cutest little kid running
Right?
around with a sword. Right? That's what she's holding.
Right?
That's what I let my kids play with too. You know, I mean, that's cute. Wherever
Or
that is, what? Give me an or.
could be in connection with someone else.
Yeah,
I just want to listen to what's being said during this scene.
yeah.
Oh, did they find their way back together? Did they find their way back together? Could it
I
be?
mean,
Could it be?
and is it real or is it through the
Oh no, don't say that. Don't
I
say that.
mean, it would make sense to pull that in to use it so that like regardless of where they are, they can still be together. And I mean, she's been exiled from the tower until the Amerlin calls her back. So this could be in Tarvalon if they're using like their little although I don't I'm
It
like
looks
would
like
they be
Tarvalon.
comfortable?
Like it looks like Tarvalon.
It does, but I'm like, this is a very intimate and sweet guards down moment.
What if this is like it's all said and done? We win at the end. We can all celebrate, go back to the tower, recuperate. Everything is okay. And then they leave it there to pick up on next season, the schism in the White Tower. Like if it becomes known that Rand is the Dragon Reborn, like maybe this will afford Moraine like her spot back in the tower. Like she will be needed because who's going to control this guy? Like she has a relationship with him. Maybe there's like this is a homecoming type of
Would
thing.
they want that for her, whether she could channel or not?
I
Are
would
we
assume
like
she
assuming?
I would assume after it's all said and done, like Ishamael gets the and then I would assume her powers can come back after that. Full spoilers, by the way. I'll put
Okay.
that in the show notes. But I would assume after Ishamael's dead, like she can channel again. So
Like whatever shield has been like wrapped around her dissolves
right,
with his death. Okay.
right.
I can see that. And I mean, that would also explain the scenes that we've seen so far that Maureen has been pulled from. She has this like very like determined, resolute, in danger, running, like everything about it has like urgency and lack of safety. And this whole thing just looks like that's potentially behind them, you know?
Yeah.
Amber here from the future, and our Discord members pointed out that Swan is missing her tattoos, so this is definitely looking like New Spring material, which hype! Okay, carry on.
Oh, an embrace. I at
Yes.
least got that on my bingo card.
Yeah. But look what Nynaeve is wearing. Look at what Egwene is wearing. Like Egwene is in all white, like what looks like novice white. And Nynaeve is not. She's on furlough for the weekend. Yeah, like it's like that kind of an embrace. It's either a hello or a goodbye question mark.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Ooh.
I want to listen to it with sound.
If our friends are in trouble, why would I ever stay here? You have no conception.
If our friends are in trouble, why would I ever stay here?
Who's she talking to?
This looks like Nynaeve.
Interesting. Why is she dirty like that? And why does she look so sad?
Nobody else is dirty.
It's a
Oh,
different
Moraine determined walking. Can cross that off my bingo card.
scene.
Where the heck is this? Ooh, look at the dragon bench.
Neat. Yeah, where are they? Who uses dragons in their motif? I feel like it's something that was like more or less reserved for, the Dragon Reborn. I don't feel like people just randomly decorate with dragons,
True, true.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's move ahead.
Yeah, that is exciting. That is
Avienda.
exciting. Yup. Oh, a white cloak. White cloak. Badassery in white cloaks.
So it does really seem that Perrin and Avienda are going to be linking up, and I would assume this kind of means like a little bit of a Gull replacement.
Doesn't mean he couldn't show up later, though. You think?
Right, but he's not like the one that Perrin, it's not the first
Aiel exposure.
Perrin. Right.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But do you think, okay, so if the Aiel are here and the white cloaks are here, she looks like she's up to mischief. You see that? Like as she starts pulling her head, like her veil up, she almost looks like, all right, stand back, farm boy, I got this. Fardry's my. But question that I have is for location. Like, is this a rescue attempt from that little village?
I can't imagine like the white cloaks showing up with the Shan Chen and the white cloaks not attacking the Shan Chen.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually kind of what I do mean is like we have this, like we've seen the Shantan with what looks to be Perrin and Loyal and the Shinarans, and it also looks like they've been defeated. So
Yeah,
is
but
there a
there's no Shan Chen here though in these scenes.
That's true. That's true. What I was trying to say is that what if like there has been like a white cloak like descending on the area as well, because we know like in the book series it goes with like both the Shantan and the white cloaks are basically in the same area.
So what you're trying to say is this is perhaps Tomenhead just in a slightly different location.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
yeah, like where there is an opportunity for the white cloaks to be like dastardly and the Aiel showing up and being like, that's not happening. What would make an Aiel step in for something like that though too at the same time? I don't
Unless
know.
for some reason like the white cloaks have caged Bane and Chiad or something like that.
What is
What?
happening there?
Lan. Oh, okay. It's Lan kicking a black cloaked figure. So it could be Shadow Spawn, it could be Dark Friend, but if we go all the way back, maybe it's from this scene.
I mean, the rock structures around look familiar. Yeah, it's possible that those are from the same thing.
Leandrin undercover.
Where is she
Ooh.
going? What is she doing? What is she carrying?
Some groceries.
She's like Little Red Riding Hood. Where are you going?
I love a good undercover mission.
Right? I mean, she's definitely trying to like hide who she is underneath all of that. So where is she off to? Bran spends a lot of time without his shirt on.
I mean, I would too. Out of the arches.
Cool. That's cool. But I mean, blood. She's bloodied coming out of the arches.
So I think it's fair to say that that other scene that we saw of her bloodied, like it was part of the arches, part of the tusk. Is that Perrin delivering the deadly blow, the final blow to Jocelyn Bornhold? And is that Egwene's little head down here? I think it is. I think it is.
The rescue moment?
Right. I think it looks like Egwene down here.
Okay. I have a feeling we're looking at a really good season coming up.
What is she saying?
It's not always the most powerful who write history. It's the ones who survive.
Telling that this like survivor speech is being given to Egwene. Darth Ram.
What that means.
I think this is the showdown, like, like the boss moment, like flip
like we're gonna have
and now let's sword fight. That's Turok. His guards, it looks like anyways. Ooh.
It's a heron marked blade. check that out. That whole like I'm gonna fight and my nails are like this.
Let's watch that. That's cool.
Damn.
That's just, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Turok he looks cool.
I agree.
I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
Again, with like the action movie sound effects.
Right. It's like
All
ninja
right.
western crossover.
Yeah. All right.
Spoke in the wheel.
It's fun though.
I haven't seen a gardener yet.
Ha-uh.
It's a little bit disappointing.
Well, we also haven't
And
seen
there
a whole lot of
wasn't a single
creatures.
Shan Chen. There wasn't a single creature.
Nope.
Oh
No
well.
creatures.
Oh
It's
well.
real sad.
Oh well.
Ugh.
Rand
not
on the
crying.
wheel. I mean, this looked like the horns from. Oh, Tracy, is it like moon shaped? Is it like a crescent moon shape on the head?
Interesting.
I'm gonna guess that's Lanfear.
Okay.
And then like obviously like this like literal interpretation of the wheel, like
Yeah.
we're all strapped to the wheel. Oh. Yeah, I think this is a combination of The Great Hunt and The Dragon Reborn, where Matt uses fireworks to bust his way through the entrance of the Stone of Tyr. But in this
Mhm.
case, we're just doing this in whatever fortress this is here in
Mhm.
Falma. Like
Right.
I don't know if he's just like whacking it with a stick, like that's how
Right.
you set off the bomb. Seems a little bit dangerous, but
Yeah.
Matt does not always have the most forethought.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Do you think he's traveling alone?
No, but that's just my book goggles. Like, I knew earlier this season we had thought maybe Min and Matt might make a fun
Mhm.
duo. I think when we were
Yeah.
looking at, was it with the photos? Was it that episode? I don't remember.
Yeah, neither do I. We just know that like Tom isn't going to be his travel buddy, and that's
Mhm.
disappointing. And we need to get like somehow we need if we're traveling with like a book direction, then we need to get Min and Matt and everybody like at Falma together. So I think that was why we were thinking that like Matt and Min would go together, and maybe that's who he's traveling with. Is this inside? This isn't the Hall of the Tower.
It does not
No.
look like the White Tower at all.
No, I think this is the Sun Throne. Like if you look up towards the top, right there, and then also behind like the glass archway behind it, it looks like it has a rising sun.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyrian would be my guess. It's
Mm-hmm. But who is he talking to? Because that looks like
yeah. It looks like
Swan
Swan.
Sanche. Why? Unless I don't dislike this. Like, I think
Mhm.
this is kind of like intriguing. I'm very
Mhm.
interested in this. I
Yeah.
just can't figure it out and put any of the pieces together. I think you're right. I
Mm-mm.
think this is Kyrian. Even on the doors, there's like a sunburst pattern. Like,
Yep. Yeah. It's like all over the place.
right, it's everywhere. It's
Mhm.
everywhere. But why Swan would be there unless there is like, I mean, all I can think of is like Barthanas's
Mhm.
manor, or like maybe he's, I don't know if we have Goldrian in this show. Like there hasn't been someone cast for that character. So like
Right.
if that is the actual Sun Throne as a guest of whoever the king is.
As a guest that like pushes you out of your main chair. I guess if you don't have your own throne to like make decrees from, you just borrow the monarch's
Hey,
closest to you.
this is the Aes Sedai though. This, I
That
mean,
yeah, like part of me is sarcastic, but part of me is like that's exactly what I can see the
it
Amerlin
fits.
seat expecting. Like not just asking for it, but just expecting that she would be able to just take that, and this is where I can make my
Let's listen to
statements
what
from.
she's saying.
Yeah.
Spoke boy. You are the water that turns the wheel itself.
If this is Kyrian, this is before like the finale. Like we have to end in Falma. So like I would say this has to be like more of a mid-season type thing.
Yeah, I agree.
We know that Moiraine Damodred's sister has been cast. Maybe this is like at a neutral location. Maybe this is like Moraine's estate. like a neutral ground where like she can get these people together and not get in trouble for it, where it's still a
Mhm.
secretive location, because a meeting like this is the type of thing that's going to get Swan Sanche overthrown.
That's true.
So like maybe this is a secret meeting somewhere.
Interesting. And he's wearing that same thing that he's wearing, like
The he's wearing the jacket that has a sun on the
Mhm.
back.
Yeah, the one that looks comfy, cozy, lived in.
Right? So maybe this is clothes from Moraine. Maybe this is like she brings him here, gets him something new to wear. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. I have no idea.
Like, "Here, take my dead father's
Right,
jacket."
that's actually what I keep thinking of is, like, dead brother, dead dad, like, someone, "Oh, look in my closet in the 5th bedroom, whatever, I found this thing for you,
Mhm.
Rand, you should wear this,"
Right.
something. Okay, I really wanna see Elaine. I really, 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 really want to see the storyline with Egwene becoming a Domine. Like, I wanna see how it's gonna look on screen. It's going to be devastating, it looks like, and I wanna see how they're going to do it. I wanna know how the testing is going to be different and maybe even, like, similar for, like, book viewers too. I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of things that I'm looking forward to. I don't know how I feel about Celine, though.
I think with what we've seen, there's a lot of questions. I'm not as, like, wowed with this trailer as I was season 1,
Mhm.
but I think that was just, like, the initial, like, "Oh my god," seeing something finally, like, realized in,
Yes.
like, a
Yeah.
different format is very
Mhm.
cool. This one, I know there's going to be big changes. I'm
Mhm.
okay with that. I'm happy
Same.
with that, actually. I
Mhm.
think that's gonna be more fun to watch where I'm like, "Oh, this is the part where this happens," and, "Oh, I
Mhm.
know what's gonna happen next," because
Yeah.
that's not really that fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more before season 1 comes out.
Mhm.
We probably won't, but yeah,
I
I
mean,
I
that
don't
was a
know.
2-minute long trailer,
Yeah.
so they're no I don't really know if they're gonna, like, throw something else at us before season
Last
1.
year's was a bit longer, and
Was it?
I think it was like 3 minutes,
Okay. Yeah.
but no men, we didn't see men. We didn't
You're
have
right.
any speaking lines really, just, like, one look from Elaine.
Yep.
There wasn't a lot from Elaine, sad. I have to mark, like, I'm getting a little worried, a little bit worried that there will be no Sean Chen creatures because
Mm,
there was
mm,
no hints here for that, which
mm.
but I'm
I mean, maybe they'll be coming closer towards the end of the season so that we get, like we think from the trailers and whatnot that we know, like, the extent of the badassery that is the Shan
yeah,
Empire,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then we drop creatures on top of it as well, that'd be pretty cool. So,
I hope.
I know, I'm still gonna hold out hope for creatures as well because there's some really fun ones, and it would just be really disappointing to miss out on it.
Yeah, overall, I'm excited. I think that it was a good trailer, it was a fun trailer, so yeah,
I agree, yeah, good time, good time.
good time. So with that, we'll wrap it up and
Mhm.
back next time.